What's up everyone? Welcome back to Typhoon and the Island of Chance for our Chance Challenge, the challenge where we make no decisions for ourselves. It's all made up from AI, a randomizer, all that fun stuff. And today we have two builds going on, some AI generated builds, and we are coming down to like the final builds of the island, which is crazy. So thank you to everyone who has been here since the beginning. Thank you for being here at all, honestly. You don't need to be here, so I appreciate it. But with that being said, I don't want to waste too much time on me. Let's go onto the island, and I cannot wait to show you guys these builds. So for those of you who don't know, if this is your first build in the Chance Challenge videos, we do all of our builds by using an AI generator. We use AI. I love how I say we, because this is it's a community, it's all of us together. I use AI image generators, and then also AI, like ChatGPT is actually what I use this time. But a normal, I call that like the text AI ones where you like ask them a question, I call that like a normal AI. I know that's not the correct term for it, but that's what I call it in my head. But for our two builds today. So the two builds are our entrance and then our mushroom farm. The mushroom farm is something that I've been wanting to do this entire freaking time that I've had this island, just because it screams forest core and PNW to me. So I'm very happy that I included it. And then fun fact, I completely forgot that we need to have an entrance in this on this island. Completely forgot about that. So I decided to add that in with our mushroom farm because they were two little smaller builds that we could make into one video. So let's get into what the AI generators gave us. Okay, first things first is our forest entrance. So basically what I did in a bunch of free AI image generators, I typed in Animal Crossing Forest Core entrance, Animal Crossing entrance, Animal Crossing Forest themed entrance, a bunch of those different variations, and this is what we ended up with. So we got a lot of trees, a lot of paths, a few houses and things like that, and you'll see that I do add in, like, there's houses around the entrance, but the entrance area is actually super small because once again I forgot about it. Good job, Corinne. There are some houses around the entrance, so we do follow what the AI wants. All these pictures, honestly, it's like very simple to me, so I was way more focused on ChatGPT and what our AI instructions were going to be. I'm a lot smaller over here, so this was the best way that I could make it on Canva. So if you want to read exactly what ChatGPT gave me, it's over here. You can read that. I included it. So what I did from taking what ChatGPT gave me and then also the images that you saw in before this, I made a must-add checklist, and that includes some natural paths, which is perfect because those are the only paths that I have for this island. Custom designs, which I loved, that was included from the ChatGPT answer. Rocks, flowers, and shrubs, of course, that's like every single AI generated image that I get, and also anything AI that I put for Animal Crossing, I get a bunch of foliage stuff. I took away some outdoor furniture, so I said benches, so I included some benches in the build. Any type of water, close to water, any water feature. Bug models, that was important because it always says to add like animals in and like be super naturey, but of course we can't just add animals in Animal Crossing. The animals are the villagers, and that would get a little bit complicated if I like hid people there. But anyway, a ton of trees, lots of different types of trees, sizes, love it. Of course, forest core, of course. Like I said with the images, some buildings nearby the build. It is a forest, but there are some buildings there. We will need to know that some life is there, and then some fencing, which was fun. So I'm very excited about what AI has given us, the AI gods have given us for this build, and I think it's going to turn out very, very good. So now let's get talking about the mushroom farm. So the mushroom farm was really challenging because all of the AI images and then also what I got from ChatGPT was a lot less than I've received for all of our other AI builds, or we got something crazy like that freaking mushroom guy down there, and none of it made sense. And also every time I typed in Animal Crossing mushroom or whatever mushroom farm variety. All of the mushrooms were the classic, what you think, like the Mario mushroom, like the red with the white spots, which is like we have that furniture in Animal Crossing, but it is not the vibe of this forest core island. So there's a lot of interpreting instead of like literally going off of exactly what the images had. I am back, moved around the screen, and this is what I mean by how little we actually got from ChatGPT. So once again, from the images and from the answer, I took the highlights and put it into our must-add checklist. So so the first one is garden / planned mushrooms. Basically a farm, like planted. It needs to look like a farm, okay? And obviously it needs to have mushrooms. Custom path, which we love, just like from the forest. Lots and lots and lots of mushrooms, which, you know, we can do. Groups of mushrooms, some type of water feature, of course, near some type of water area. And then fencing, once again, which we love. Mushroom items, so just besides the regular mushrooms in the game, we will be using like the mushroom loaf stool and the mushroom log, or the mush log, I think is what the actual item's called. A house near the farm, which is great because the mushroom farm is actually going to be built at Jeremiah's house. If you remember from the neighborhood build, we did leave his house alone, didn't do anything to it, because I always wanted to make it a mushroom farm. And then the last thing, of course, is a lot of foliage, tree, flowers, bushes, what we all would expect from Animal Crossing. But yeah, that is everything that AI has given us for these two builds. So we are going to get right into it. And I'm going to send you into a speed build with a voiceover Corinne. So hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get building. Okay, finally, let's get into the speed build. So this is the area that we are working with. This is Jeremiah's house. It's right next to the hiking trail, which is the very first build that we did on this channel. And we are going to start off with our mushroom farm. So I really wanted it to be farm vibes, okay? I just wanted it to have mushrooms, but in a farm, be super cute. So I wanted to make this sure that we had like a silo. I did a full farm core themed island. So one of my favorite things in the world is to decorate by making little farms, because it just like honestly makes me like nostalgic. I don't know. So one of my favorite ways to decorate when I'm ever doing like plants, rows of like plants or flowers or anything, just any row of like either like a farm or like a flower field or whatever, you know, like rows of some type of foliage. I like to do offset rows of the dark and the light dirt path, in-game path. And then I decided to drop down the different types of mushrooms to look like I am growing it. And by me, I mean Jeremiah, to make it look like a little farm. I really only like the flat and the round mushrooms, which are those first two mushrooms, but I wanted to make sure that I included all the types of mushrooms that are from the game, and I do really like how it turned out. If you don't know how to get mushrooms in game, in November, I'm not sure exactly what November dates it ranges to, mushrooms will spawn in your island near trees, and then the rare mushrooms will spawn in little dig spots, and you can get them every single day just by picking them up, kind of like forage for your mushrooms, which is really cute, a lot cuter than a mushroom farm in my opinion. Or of course you can get them on treasure islands. I love the mushrooms, I love the mushroom items, I've always been a fan of it, and I'm excited to put them into one build. I'll say this multiple times as I'm going through this, but I've wanted to do a mushroom farm forever since I started this island. Like, that is one thing that I really wanted to make sure that I included. So it's just nice to see an idea actually happen that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. So I also wanted to make sure that we had like a little path going through the farms the whole way, or through the mushrooms. I end up editing the river a little bit to make the path fit a little bit nicer, you know, but we got to include some water for the build from what AI gave us, which is fine because the water, that like little river was already there, so we love that for us. But Had to edit it a little bit, make it a little skinnier. Also, as I was editing it, I realized that it really didn't look that good. Like, it didn't look really natural, and that's because that bridge right to like the left of the house is actually one of the original bridges from when we first started the game, and it was a random placement of bridges. If you haven't seen that, or like what at the beginning part of the game where we randomly placed everything, highly recommend going back and watching the original chance videos, because there's a lot more chance challenge aspects besides the AI. So after I got the river sorted out, we went back to the path. I just wanted to make sure that it looked cute and natural and like really skinny. Like, I just wanted it to be really thin going through the farm. I don't know why, to me it just like felt like it looked better. But because it's like kind of like an unnatural, a non-natural, I don't know, way where like the river goes with the bridge and like all of it, like it's just like weirdly spaced. I had to like maneuver everything around. Like I said, that bridge was an original bridge, and so it just kind of added just some like weird elements that we had to work around as we were building. One thing that I've been really excited about, like carrying through the entire island, is actually adding in little stepping stones in the rivers in the giant lake. We love a cohesive moment for the island, but also it's just cute. Like, it makes the rivers look so much more natural. It just, I don't know, even though they're like little squares, in my mind, like it just makes the rivers and water features just look so much better, and it just adds like that little extra oomph, and like I'm obsessed with it. So it was fun to add that here, and then also being able to, you know, make the whole, like all of it fit. And that waterfall right there, like it needed to stay like that because it makes the build in front of it, which is the picnic build, it just makes it look a ton like way better. Also, I was trying to like Finnick with Finnick. Okay, hello Hunger Games. I was like being a little bit finicky. I don't even know if that's the correct term for what I'm about to say. I was moving around and testing different tree and item combos for this back area to like kind of block the fact that that whole house and the whole build is like on the back of a cliff. So I was like kind of like maneuvering things around, like trying to like block the cliff part, like to like block the back sky, you know, without like using a fence. But I was just like, I don't know, I was having a hard time figuring it out. I'm gonna be completely honest with you all. But it was honestly so frustrating that I decided to start adding in the fencing around, to one, for AI, but also because I like how fencing looks in builds like this. Like, I don't know, it just adds like a little bit more. I've been experimenting a lot with like different ways to use fences and just make it cuter, so I like to add them in individually. And then on the side of the house, we went back to it, of course, and I really just wanted like a farm. Like, maybe you're going there to like, after you go foraging for your mushrooms, to like lay it all out, or like you keep your seed there. I just realized I said I just wanted like a farm. Please forget that. I wanted like a farm background, okay? Like an area where, like I said, you like forage and you lay all your mushrooms there, and you have your seeds or like your supplies, and that's what I kind of wanted. I also just wanted to add, of course, say it with me, some dimension to this build, because that's what you need for a good Animal Crossing build, is dimension and layering and all of the items. Just like, you just need the layers, right? You just need like 20 layers of items to make everything look good. Of course, I'm exaggerating. I also added in the artisan bug cage over here. Why? Because it looked cute. Okay. I actually love the artisan bug cage. I get them only from Treasure Islands. I know you can get them during the bug, or I was gonna say the bug tournament. That's what it's called, right? The bug tournament, yeah. Because the fishing, anyway, I'm not going off on that tangent right now. But I added in the artisan bug cage because I just thought it looked cute. We can all use our imagination, whatever Jeremiah uses that for. Maybe he uses it to keep his flies that he likes to eat. I don't know. But then I just made a little, like, added in the seeds and then some rare mushrooms. Like I said, just wanted to make like a little farm, cool, like, back area. Cool? Cool. Also, do you water mushrooms when you grow them? I don't know. I have no idea how people grow mushrooms. Do you guys ever think about like how, like, being an actual farmer? Do you guys ever play these games and you're like, what would it be like to like be an actual farmer and like wake up before the sun rises and like tend to crops every single day? Like, I think about that sometimes because no one that I'm related to ever was in that profession or close to that profession, and I am from the suburbs of a city. So this is very off topic, but I genuinely think about that whenever, like, every so often when I'm like playing Animal Crossing. But anyway, I made back to reality, definitely not reality, back to the game. I made this little rare mushroom like dig section because the rare mushrooms, obviously you have to dig them up. So I thought it'd be really cute to plant some of them and then add in a shovel there that I love. I've been loving the printed design shovels. I don't know why, they just like give me some joy. Like I think they're really cute. I used to hate all of them, but now like I'm a big fan. Also, I do finish off the left area, like that filler area. I finish off on a live, so you'll see that at the end of the video, but yeah, I apologize, but it wasn't a live. I do go lives. I used to go live every Wednesday and Saturday. I'm currently in the process of trying to figure out a different live schedule so I can focus more on videos and less on lives, but I will let you guys know when I know. But I kind of was just like, the rest of it was like filling it all out. I have all of my different, oh, hello, new day. Here's the path. This whole area I finish out in the live. But I finish out with my different colored flowers and adding in the other either custom designs or weeds. Like always, I'm a very chaotic decorator and I like every single little bit to be covered. So had to add that in. Another really good like filler item if you need some ideas is a barrel. They're great because like they're tall, so you can like put them behind things and still see them, and you can put stuff on top of them. So love it. Also, this like really skinny area was so annoying because planting trees here was just the worst. Why is planting trees like literally the worst thing in all of Animal Crossing? Am I right? Actually, no, breakable tools. Let's rank the worst things in Animal Crossing. Planting trees and not being able to plant them like right next to water or right next to a house or / building or right next to a cliff. So annoying, even though you can do the cliff hack, which look that up if you've never done it before. Also breakable tools, so freaking annoying. And how annoying multiplayer is. Okay, I'll stop here. See, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this whole area is so weirdly shapen. I don't know. I don't know why I did that, but we ended up, my next island, I promise I will plan it out better so that we don't end up with areas like this. But honestly, it ends up relatively cute, and I actually added in some extra, like, mushroom items over here, which you will see once again at the end of the video, to kind of like guide you into, the mushroom farm. But that is the completed decorating portion of the mushroom farm. We have now moved over into the museum area. So I do not decorate the museum or finish decorating the museum in this video. I just wanted to add in this footage of me building out the cliff and placing down the museum, because you can see all of this in the entrance. So this is part of the entrance, but basically I build out this little cliff all the way to the back of the museum and kind of like hug the cliff around the museum. And also the cliffs that I'm making right now, that is my 2-house neighborhood, as I'm calling it. I think Bo and Lolly live there. They were the last two, so they were the last 2 villagers left, and so they didn't need, like, I didn't need to like spin to see who moved there. It was just the 2 of them they're the ones that are left, so they're gonna go there. But in another video you will see I will decorate their houses in that whole area and the museum all together. Right before this voiceover was about to start, my microphone just fell, so I love that for me. A little spice in my life. Anyway, we are now officially starting on the forgotten entrance, aka just the entrance that I completely forgot about. So I decided that since it was kind of an afterthought to just make it forest themed, I wanted it to have a ton of trees, and obviously we are following what the AI gods have provided us, but I wanted a ton of trees. I wanted the island theme to be very obvious, and I just wanted it to be like you're going into the woods. If I could sing, I would start singing the musical, but anyway, I cannot sing and none of us want that. So I decided to go with our main path of the island, which is this adorable, obsessed with little dirt path that I've been using this entire time. Also, I am going to be uploading the dream address for the island. It's going to be unfinished, but you guys can still see it and hang out. I thought it might be fun to upload it before it is actually completely done. So editing Corinne will put the dream address here for us. Yes, Corinne, go off. The dream address will also be in the description, and I will update the dream address in the island as we go on and as the island is getting better and better and better. So also at this point, I really don't have that many trees left, and there's really not that many places to store the trees. So I had to plant a lot of saplings, which is annoying, but you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I wanted it to be as tree heavy as possible, and we need to use both types of trees because that just makes sense with everything. So that's kind of what I was doing. Just a lot of planting trees everywhere. This build is so self-explanatory, okay? It is just insane, but in the best way possible. So anyway, I want to talk about some stuff going on with me. So life has been crazy. I had a very insane August, and I'm honestly so happy that August is over. August is also normally one of my favorite months of the year. I love summer, but I really love fall. So especially since I don't have a summer vacation anymore, August is great. When I was going to school, August was definitely way more filled with anxiety, and if I was a teacher, I'm sure August would be filled with anxiety, but I am not. So being someone who loves the fall and loves Halloween and loves Christmas season and the holiday season, it's just, August is great for me because I'm just going into my favorite time of the year, and we are getting out of summer, but I live in Florida, and so August is still hot. But some crazy stuff happened to me. One, I got COVID for the first time ever, which is just so weird. It's so weird getting COVID 3 years after the outbreak, and honestly not knowing how people were going to react to me having it. I have a great support system, so people were very kind, and I quarantined and did all the things that I am supposed to do, but it was just crazy. I also was fine. I'm vaccinated, so it was not as bad as I think it would have been, but I was very tired, and all of my energy truly was poured into work. I thankfully work from home, so I was able to still work while I had it, but I really couldn't do anything else besides working and sleeping, which was fine. It was fine, it was cool. And then it's just everything else has been crazy. I also got to go home and by home, I went to my parents' house and see my family and my sister and my niece, and my sister is pregnant, and in the next month or so I will be getting a new niece, which is also insane. So life has just been crazy, and it's okay. I don't know, it's been great. COVID wasn't great, but the rest of it's been fine. But then this weekend I actually got a full-blown rash on my face from a skincare product, my face just turned completely red. So I have not been outside because I live in Florida, so I was really the Florida sun and the Florida heat would not have been good for my face. Plus I don't leave the house without sunscreen, and I went 3 days without putting anything besides moisturizer on my face, and even one of those days I just put nothing on because my entire face was red and itchy and swollen. it was just ridiculous. So even though that was the start of September, I am just happy that August is over and I'm excited to get back into creating videos again. I know I mentioned this earlier, but this summer, like, I've done so many lives and they've been so fun. Thank you to anybody who's joined any of the lives. It's been such a good time. Oh, also I am placing Bo's house. I didn't realize that I wasn't going to finish the houses, like this little 2 neighborhood in this video, but I wanted to show you guys that I'm placing the houses as well. And I was time traveling, placing houses, and making sure the trees would build, or the trees would grow. So that was it was doing a lot at once, which I highly recommend if you're building and you need to move buildings, you need to make sure your trees grow, you need to make sure flowers grow, shrubs grow, do all of it all at once, because it is just so much better to do all of it all at once. So that's what I was doing. But I was really focused on lives, and it kind of took me away from my videos and my video quality. So I am excited to be back, taking a step back from lives and coming back into the videos that I love and that make me the most happiest and that bring me the most joy. And we're almost done with this island, so we really only have a few things left to do. I have a build that I'm gonna actually do inside of my house, which I'm really excited for. I think it's gonna be cool. And then I'm also we have a few more areas to, finish, like this neighborhood. And the campsite, but I got another 2 or 3 builds that we got to get in, 2 or 3 more videos, so it's going to be exciting. But also, even more exciting, I've been playing a ton of Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and I'm actually going to upload a video talking about the game. So if you guys are interested in that game, let me know. I'm really excited to make a video about it. I've been loving it though. It is just so fun, honestly. And it is like, it's just the pace of it. The pace that I can go at for the game is also great. Plus, like, who doesn't love a Sanrio character? Like, honestly, like, why are they so cute? Like, I'm obsessed with it. If you've never heard of it, it's actually an Apple Arcade game, which is kind of fun. I started playing it on my phone, and that is just not the move. I know a lot of people that play it on their iPad, but I actually play it on my laptop, and I highly, 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 highly recommend playing it on like a Mac or a MacBook, if you can. So, I can't wait to talk about that, but my face breaking out from some skincare products, like literally burns, allowed me to play Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and honestly, I'm not complaining. It was amazing. It's such a good game. After all of that hard work, time traveling, we made it here. So I didn't record all of it, but basically I time traveled, and then as soon as I got a tree to the height that I wanted it to be at, I planted a fruit to stunt the tree. And that's what I'm doing right now, is stunting some of the larger, small trees. The names for Animal Crossing trees are so weird to me. I have no idea. Oh my god, Apollo with his embellished horns. Obsessed. I love Apollo so much. Oh, and I was in the mood to wear this star hat, okay? Or the star helmet. I'm really into the star helmet, and I feel like it might be my new look. I'm not gonna lie, so please enjoy that. But basically, we now have to do a ton of filler within the trees. Also, that bear sign, I got it from searching welcome in the custom design portal. Highly recommend, if you don't want to find a custom design, is searching in the custom design portal. So we have to fill it in with all of the foresty things, including the stuff that AI was giving us. So I filled it in with some fences and of course flowers. Just a reminder, for this island, my flowers that I'm planting are any type of flower, but black, yellow, orange. That sentence didn't make sense. I'm planting any type of flower, but all of the colors that I'm planting are black flowers, yellow, orange, white, and green mums. I wish there was more green flowers. I also added in some lights, some of the twinkle lights, just because I thought I might add a little bit, say it with me, dimension, especially because this is filled with a bunch of random things. I also added in rocks and wheat fields because, oh my god, wheat fields on this island have been the like hidden gem of this island. They're so amazing, and they just, they're like the filler item of my dreams. Like seriously, I love a wheat field. I also threw in some mush items, and of course there are 1 or 2 gyroids in the build. Also those trees that are directly in front of the museum, I'm still growing those. That's why they're over there, but they will be moved eventually. But it was a ton of flowers, and then the little singular fences, and weeds, of course, little shrubs, which I highly recommend when you're building like this, bringing shrubs, like getting shrub starts and just planting those and then time traveling, and eventually, you know, they will grow. But I also wanted to make sure that we had like a little seating area as well. So as I was doing all this fun like filler, I was trying to figure out where the seating area was going to be. Also, villagers kept walking through the area that I was building in, and I was like, guys, this is not the time. Oh, and we got a natural rock that spawned here, and I was so excited because I have been waiting for a rock to spawn in one of my builds like this, because this is the first island that I've ever actually just wanted rocks to spawn. Like, there's been places where I do really want them. And I was so excited. So we got a natural rock, along with some rock items, of course, but I was pretty pumped about that. And I planted a bunch of flowers, just filled up this whole area because I wanted it to be like a thick, foresty area, you know? So I was excited about that. Like I said, moving these trees because I wanted to make sure that we had the path going all the way to the museum, and then also I needed to add some water areas, so I added in a little pond near the museum as well. So, but going back to what I was talking about before with just like my general life, I'm trying to get back into finishing up this island and making some videos. We also, of course, have my Kidcore island that just takes a lot of energy out of me to do a build. But I really want to finish this island because I really want to restart. I'm thinking that I'm going to make 2 more Animal Crossing islands and then I'm going to be done. One of them I want to be as basic as can be, and then the other one I want to be extremely creative with it, because you know, that's just, I just do. When this item is finished, when this island is finished, when Chance is finished, I am going to restart this island and create my forever island. And I want that to be basic and just what I want it to be. I want an amazing island layout, and I want just literally anything that makes me happy. So it's going to be like definitely a nature themed island. And then when I finish my Kidcore island, honestly, I might keep it. I'm not gonna lie, because that has been an island of like a dream of mine. And also where I'm building right now, that is going to be a like seating area. This is our nice little seating area with a wild log bench. But I'm building another island, more of like a dream, very creative island on my Switch Lite. And if I don't, then I might just build, if I do restart my Kidcore island, I will build another creative island over there. What I'm thinking, honestly, is that I'm going to move my Kidcore island onto my Switch Lite, so I keep that forever, and then I will, when I restart the island that's on my Switch Lite island, I will just restart an island on that Switch so that I can record it. And if that doesn't make sense, I apologize. I promise you when it happens, it will make sense. So I time traveled, and I also went on some treasure islands and we picked up more trees. See, there we go. We got our different sized trees. Hello. But I time traveled to have some of the other things grow in, because, you know, we need that. But I did go to a treasure island to get a bunch of different like sizes of trees because we needed it. Let's be real, people, we needed it. And we needed some tree shrubs, of course, not shrubs, tree saplings, of course, as well. But I just needed to make a very extra trees, more thick, like we're going through a hiking trail. And that was like just the whole point of this entire build. Not much to go off of, but honestly, I think it turned out pretty okay. It's also so small. It's also, when you're walking through it, kind of hard to see where you're going, but that's okay. Then I wanted to add in that little piece of water near the build, like we got from the AI generator. So I decided to build a little pond next to the museum, and it is still, I'm counting it near the entrance, because where else was I going to put some water? Also, the entrance is right near the water, so I thought that, you know, this was a fine compromise for the entire build. So I decided to just keep working on this little tiny pond, and then I needed to add path to finish up to go towards the museum. And yes, the museum it seems like it's pretty much done, but it's not yet. It might just stay very forest themed vibes, right? Yeah. But I wanted to make sure that I used an AI generator to decorate the museum to stay true to the chance challenge, and that's why it's not fully done. So some of the stuff might be taken away, but you know, I wanted to add in what I had and the trees that I had in my pockets just to have it. But yeah, that was the 2 builds. I really like how they turned out. And now I'm going to send you into a walkthrough, which actually where you can see my face, because filming this whole video was very fun. Okay, everything was weird, but you know what? There we go. Okay, let's go. I am obsessed with the builds. Like I said, we are really coming down to not having that much left on the island, so we have to finish off our little shopping area, and then we have the campsite area that is back here with all of our lovely tents. Then we have this whole area, which this is a bunch of just like, it's holding like tree storage right now. I do have a build idea for this, so don't worry, that is coming soon. Oh my god, look at all of our friends. Hello. Okay, so this is our forest entrance. I think it's really cute. I do really like the museum in the background. At first I didn't really like it. I was actually kind of pissed that I misplanned it so that you could see the museum in the back. Here, actually, let me take myself off. This is what it looks like without me. I think it looks super cute. It's literally, it's so cute, okay? It's so cute. This sign, I literally went in the custom design portal and searched welcome. That was it, and I found it super cute. If anyone knows who the creator is, feel free to leave it down below and we will give them credit. But it's our tiny little entrance. I love it. It's super cute. It is literally the most forest out of anywhere on this island. I'm obsessed with it. And then we come here, and I mean, the entrance is relatively close to resident services, so we just end up right here. We got a bench area. We love it. That's it. Literally. Like, that is the whole thing. And I'm obsessed with it. I'm not gonna lie to you. We do have our little water feature over here, because I do honestly count the museum in the entrance. It's just not done yet because I looked at how much time was on the footage, and I figured that we could leave that to another day because it's super exciting. But we also will have this little offset of our 2 little tiny, this is our like 2-house neighborhood, I guess you could say, to do. We have left that to do later. So we're gonna now go back. So now we're gonna go back and look at the mushroom farm. I'm pumped. I know you guys are excited. The island just looks so good. Like it's super laggy, of course, but you know, it is what it is. So we are at Huck's house back in the neighborhood, and then if you go to the left, we have Pashmina's farm. I forgot Pashmina's name for a second. And then we come up here and we have our filler area kings. We did this on a live a few days ago. I think it turned out really cute. And then we lead into Jeremiah's house and the actual mushroom farm. I tried to keep it very much in a forest. And then we have all of the lovely mushrooms. I think they look really cute, especially even the elegant mushroom. I almost called it an elephant mushroom, which I think is ugly. I hate the elegant mushroom. I also hate the skinny mushroom. So if you ever see a skinny mushroom on this island, it's either here or it was a mistake. So the flat mushroom and then what is this? The round mushroom are my favorite. So we have the general farm. Also, I'm very aware that this is not how mushrooms grow. They don't grow like a normal farm would. I just think it looks really cute. And if you grow mushrooms yourself, good for you, because I've seen that you can like buy logs and like put them in your closet and like grow mushrooms to eat off of them, and I could never do that. So no hate. I know that this isn't the best representation of how people get mushrooms, so this is what makes me happy though. And then we have our farm area in the back with our rare mushrooms, which I love. And then because the rare mushrooms are all in the ground, I have our little dug up like dig spots with our little shovel, which I think is so cute. And then of course we have our nice little river that comes down into a waterfall over there. But I just think it's adorable. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we have a few gyroids hidden throughout the build. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I think it's so cute. It's like everything that I wanted, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm gonna be honest, like truly, these two builds are so small, but they make me so happy that I have absolutely no complaints. Especially because I've been wanting this build. I've been wanting to do this build for the entire time that I've had this island. Okay, I am going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I am so excited to put this build out there for you and to be so close to being done with this island because I am a girl that loves to reset an island, and I cannot wait to reset an island, especially because I'm pretty sure that I might be building my forever island after this. Also, I'm going to cut down the number of lives that I'm doing. I'm not sure when I am going to do them, like what day I'm going to pick, but it's been really fun, and it was really fun to do lives all summer long. But now that we're getting back into the fall and I'm picking up some more responsibilities in other areas of my life, lives are gonna have to be cut down. Plus, I'd rather spend that time working on actual videos other than lives, because I love going live and it's so much fun hanging out with you guys that join. But videos and creating videos and making the builds and everything and editing is something that that's where my passion is, and I love it so much. So I'm sad that I haven't been able to dedicate enough time to it. So we're gonna go back to that. I'm gonna stop rambling though. Make sure to subscribe and like the video, subscribe to the channel and like the video. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching once again and making it this far into the video and listening to me ramble. But I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!